Hey guys, welcome to Abby's Auras, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, so I'm really excited about this video. This is all about my past life. And basically I'm going to tell you a little bit of a background story on my visions lately, my meditations and stuff like that, and then how it ties into my past life, and then also my current situation right now. It's super interesting, but it's a really long story, so make sure you have like a cup of tea or a snack or something, and if maybe you haven't got time, then save it for later. So super excited about this video. It's really been eye-opening and makes me realise that things that didn't come into fruition in the past, there was a reason for that, and even though I knew that at the time, it was still upsetting and hard, but now I'm super grateful to start to understand why things in the past didn't happen, and I could never have imagined that this was gonna come into my life, and yeah, it's just pretty cool. So it just shows us how limited our minds are and how really anything in the world can happen. So I'm going to start with my visions. I have done meditations and I have visions, and then I just sometimes get shown by my spirit team. So I was in a meditation, and I got shown me on a beach, and just a few steps away from where I was standing on the beach was my beautiful new home in Hawaii. I have been seeing Hawaii just everywhere. I've been seeing it on the telly, as I've been telling my friend, like, I really feel drawn to Hawaii. I don't know why. I just feel like I'm meant to live there. It doesn't feel like I'm meant to live here. I feel like that's my home. At times I've been a little bit upset because I actually felt like homesick, and I know that sounds really bizarre because I've never been there in my life, but I felt like, just like when you're on holiday and it's amazing at first, but then it doesn't really feel like nice anymore and you want to go home. That's what it feels like living here. It feels like, yeah, it served its purpose, but I'm meant to go home now. And yeah, anyways, as I was telling my friend about me like just really wanting to go to Hawaii, and I feel like I'm meant to live there, we was talking about it, and then I heard a Hawaiian song in the background, and my daughter was watching Barney, and it had skipped to the next one, and it was actually Barney in Hawaii, and he was like singing the hula, I think it's called. Anyways, that was pretty funny. It's been coming up on my suggestions on YouTube to like travel vlogs and like people like moving to Hawaii, and yeah, just really insane things. But it's been everywhere. It's not just like it's been on movies that's been playing, it's been on YouTube, it's been on just people talking about it like to me, and I'm like, okay, they don't know anything about this, or just everywhere basically. So I have honestly just took them all the signs, like, okay, one day I'm gonna go there. Like, I just kind of thought that it might be a holiday, or honestly I do want to move there. Don't know how long for, but I just do. And yeah, that's where it kind of started off. I remember when I actually first awakened, and people told me about law of attraction, and you can get whatever you wanted, whatever you want. I actually remember thinking to myself, if I could live anywhere in the world, where would I live? And I instantly googled how much houses were in Hawaii, and I was kind of searching for houses, and I was like, okay, one day I'm gonna manifest this. But yeah, really funny. Anyways, so I was in a meditation. My partner was there, my 2 kids were there, and it was a beautiful house. It had like beautiful wooden beams that I love. It had the farmhouse sink, and I was like I was saying in my meditation, like, look, they even have the sink that I love, and I can't believe this is our house. And loads of things that basically I would always want. And yeah, I never thought that it was gonna be possible because of my limited beliefs. Anyways, so I tell my partner, like, let's go on the beach, like, which is literally a few steps away from my house. I was telling him, like, I want to practice my healing on you. And then as I stepped onto the beach, there was a fire in front of me, and then my partner and behind that. And then I had a feeling, and then I looked down at my feet, and I seen this beautiful white light go from the earth up into my feet, through my legs, like up my body, and I was glowing. And I could see this white light, and I could feel it in my body. And I was just amazed, and I thought it was because I was clairvoyant and that's why I could see it. And I was like really shocked and just looking at this, what was happening, this activation. And then I look over and my partner is shocked too, and he was like, you're glowing. And I was like, what? You can see it too? I just thought it was just kind of my third eye, like, showing me. And anyway, then after that, I didn't know it was like an activation. I just was just like, wow, it's like the energy from Mother Earth is kind of like charging me. I think that's what I said at the time. Well, after my meditation, I was explaining to my partner, I think that's how I worded it. So after that part in the vision, they then showed me around this fire. I'm stood next to the fire, and then a ring around us of women that I was healing, and they were showing me that all of this beautiful energy and this glowing energy in me was healing them. And then they started to show me like this lady cradling a baby that she wasn't able to have, and then because of my healing I was able to heal her enough to have a baby. There was another lady that had a terminal illness that was healed. There was so much more. It was amazing, like showing them before and then actually like showing what it, like a glimpse into their future of like what it's gonna be. And it was just like, it was really emotional. It's just like a dream come true, because helping people is like just my favourite thing, and to be in a place that I feel so strongly connected to, and yeah, for that to be my purpose is pretty awesome. So basically that was my vision, and I told my friends and my partner, and we was all so excited about it. But I didn't ever think that I didn't ever know what the light was. I just kind of thought that this Mother Nature was charging me. I didn't really understand that was activating. So as I'm finishing this meditation, that my daughter started to kind of mess about as I was sat over there on the sofa, and so I opened my eyes and I passed her doll, and then I closed my eyes again, and then as I pulled my hand back, I seen like a glow, and then I realised, I went like this, and I realised, wow, it's like a torch coming from my forehead. It was just beaming light, and I didn't realise it was like I kind of brought back some of that power through my meditation. So I have seen past little clips of my past lives before. I think I've seen like 4 of them, or possibly 5, and I've only seen tiny little clips of them, so I've not really understood too much about that past life. And I have seen one in Atlantis, and it was just the tiniest clip and I just didn't understand it, but it was just really cool having that you know, a little bit of a memory. So I've told all my friends and my partner about this like meditation I did and how cool it was, and you know, I started to get so many downloads after that. And then moving on about a week or so, I was so tired. My little girl had been really poorly, so my body was so drained, and I kind of, it was weird because it was like my body was tired, but my energetic body was just like, come on, like we've got so many downloads, it's so fun, like we're ready. But my physical body was just like, no, I just can't. So as my little girl was on the sofa, she was starting to drift off having a nap, and she was really poorly. I couldn't really move anywhere because she was really run down. So I just had to she just wanted me to just lay next to her. She didn't want me to touch her. She didn't want me to leave her alone. So I just lay in there like, oh, I can't really do much here. And then I remembered that the night before I had pulled some cards for myself, and I seen the card of my past life in Atlanta. The card description itself doesn't say past life in Atlanta, but I read intuitively, and the picture to me, I just knew it was Atlantis. I keep saying Atlantis, and it just felt like home. So I instantly knew that this is what I was meant to be looking into, and I also previously, a few weeks back, I had my cards read by one of my friends, and she said I had a cord from my past life and that needed to be broken. I thought I'd released that cord and kind of just left it up to the universe if it needed to be released even more, then to let me know and bring it up again, and if not, I'm just gonna let it go. So when I seen this card, I took it as a sign, okay, there's still some work that needs to be done to release this past life. But honestly, it was so late then at night, I was too tired and I was not about to start doing energetic work right then. So I looked on YouTube, I saved a few videos that looked cool about past lives in Atlantis, and I just went to sleep. So when I was laying next to my daughter having a nap, I thought, oh cool, I'll start watching them videos. I didn't realise that I'd saved a cord cutting meditation for a past life in Atlantis. Because I was just quickly clicking on a few that I wanted to save, I didn't even realise, and I thought, wow, that's so cool, like I'm gonna do that now. It triggered the most intense memory. I started to remember a lot of the past life, and basically I just asked my spirit team to help me cut the cords that I needed to bring up the emotions that I needed to, and to help me release this from my past life. So I started to see my past life. They told me I was a light being, and I basically was the one that would heal people and heal everyone, which was really cool because the first thing that got me into my spiritual awakening was my healing in this lifetime. So basically the gist of it was they put a collar on my neck and on my wrists and on my feet. They had me by chains attached to these collars really close to the floor, and I was getting punished for having these healing powers. And basically the reason why I was getting punished is because it was at the very moment that Atlantis was falling. the building was crashing down around me, the water was coming in, and basically what seemed to be the leaders seemed very negative bad guys, to be honest, but I don't know. They basically didn't want me to take my energetic codes to a next lifetime and then go on healing people. So they used these magical collars that was to then suppress my magic of my healing. So obviously in this lifetime we can do energy healing, we can do Reiki, you know, things like that. But in Atlantis times there was very advanced crystal technology and very advanced like society in general. So the healing was intensely powerful. Like it wasn't just, I could feel it. It wasn't just like Reiki or energy healing. It was insane. Like, and it's insane that has been inside of me this whole time, but it's just so suppressed. So basically then it kind of goes blank. I miss a little bit out. I don't know what happens in that time. And then the next scene I see is the one that I'd seen previous. It's just a little flash that I'd seen, and it was me in the water looking back at like quite far away at the fallen city. And I don't know how I die. I pretty much need to heal that part still, but as I look down, the chains are still attached, but I'd broken them off. So this is why I've been struggling in this lifetime about my throat chakra, and also I have struggled with my finances, because I didn't realise, but I felt guilty because Atlantis was built from I think it's Lemuria. It was such like a harmonic society and really advanced, but they were just so spiritual and peaceful, and everyone was just loving. And then people got bored, they went and built their own city, and it just kind of got built too quickly. They grew too quickly because it was full of greed. And because I was a part of that, and I was not speaking up when I should have, and I wasn't saying what I should have said to try and stop this from happening when things started to get a bit too greedy. So in this lifetime I struggled with my throat chakra, speaking up when I needed to, and then also felt guilty for wanting nice things and to be financially free, because I didn't want ever you know, to go back to that greedy place. So it's so nice now they have been removed, and still working on my throat chakra a little bit, but that has really improved too. So yeah, it feels good. As I look down also in this remembrance, I have burns all over my arms, and in the meditation, like as I was going through this and I was remembering this, just laying there with my eyes closed, I started to intensely cry. I felt pain in my arms, like I was being burnt, and I felt like a huge gap in my chest, like a hole, literally like the size of my whole chest. It felt like it caved in, and my throat, like it felt like I was being choked by that collar. The physical pain, I could feel it in my actual body, and it was so intense, it hurt so much. And I could also feel the emotions of all the people I had lost in that lifetime, and just the sadness of what has happened, and that it had to come to that. And it was just really heartbreaking. So I am crying like a baby, and I mean, like, I just was uncontrollably crying. And I just was telling myself, okay, the pain is going to pass. Like, just feel into it and allow it to be, you know, transmuted, and allow it to just pass through you. So I just sat with the pain, feeling into it, allow myself to cry, and just going through that moment. And it took a long time. I was there for like 30 minutes just allowing this all to pass, feeling like crap, because it hurt. It hurt, felt like it was happening now, and I was just sad. So it made me realise that I went on then to look at a few other videos and see other people's lifetimes and things like that. I didn't find any light beings or anything, but you know, it's still like not everyone is the same, but it makes sense that a lot of people have said the same. A lot of people said they've struggled with speaking up, and then also with their finances in this lifetime after experiencing that in that lifetime. They've also spoken about your powers from that lifetime was hidden all around the world, and basically when you visit that place it unlocks codes in your DNA. And it just clicked for me. I just realised, oh my days, that's the link to Hawaii. That's why I feel so called there. And that's why my spirit guides have shown me that vision before, because they knew I wouldn't have believed it if I had already been told that. And then I had gone through this. They knew I wouldn't have believed myself if I had seen that vision afterwards. So the vision of me in Hawaii being activated by Mother Earth, filling up my you know, my energy, literally, like, it's like I'm just having a download, like, but not like a download like I normally get, as in like a download, like, you know, when you put like your I can't remember what it's called, but your stick into your computer and it downloads into the stick. That's literally like me, my feet on the sand, and then it just absorbs the energetic DNA codes into my body, and I get my powers back, and it's even more intense than, you know, what they have been. And I've always been so natural at healing, and always been it just kind of always clicked for me, and that's why I was able to, you know, heal myself so quickly from the seizures I used to have. It's just because it's so natural inside of me. And I realised that just by tapping into that memory, I was able to let go of so many, you know, things that were stopping me. But also by tapping into that memory in Hawaii, it felt like a memory of the future, but, you know, it still felt like a memory. Tapping into that, I was able to bring back a little bit of my powers. And yes, I might have not unlocked my full powers yet, but I'm trusting in the universe, and I know I'm going to go there one day to live the life I'm meant to live, and to heal them people on the beach. And it makes me so excited, because I have no doubt in my mind that that's going to happen. And it made me really just sit and think, wow, I feel called to do some healing right now. I just feel really called to share my powers with everyone, and I'm excited about it. So I have opened up some donation spots. If you want to check out my Instagram below, and if you feel called to get some healing from me, I'm only going to be doing it for people that are local, just because I'm just trying to grasp what the sessions are going to look like, and I don't feel called to do it distance healing. I can do that with Reiki and with energy healing, but with this I feel called to do it in person right now, and I'm just going with my intuition. So if you live local to me, I live in North Wales, then definitely message me over on Instagram and then we can share more details there. It's just donation based, so you donate whatever you feel guided to, and I'm gonna basically be doing healing sessions for you guys and utilizing this power, because it's not just mine, it's everyone's, you know. And I'm just so proud of myself for keep on going after I was knocked down and a few times, and after I've not had some manifestations that I really thought was going to be my life, and it didn't turn out to be that way. And even though it really hurt, I just knew it had to be something better coming. There had to be a reason I didn't get that, and this is what it is, and I'm so grateful. So if you feel called to work with me for more of a longer period of time rather than just these videos, I do have an 8-week course below. It's all about healing your past and then manifesting the best future you can. I do one-on-one sessions every week, a video call, where I do healing on that call and also coaching for whatever you're going through, really diving deep into your energy and finding what we can tweak or heal in order for you to remove them blocks and to manifest whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So I'm super excited about it. I just feel like this is a really amazing time for me to meet in person with people, because I don't normally do that. Everything is normally distance. But yeah, so course below, 8 weeks, that is you know, online. You get access to the course forever. Healing sessions, donation based. Make sure you inbox me over on Instagram. I don't always get my Facebook messages. Facebook are a little bit funny. I kind of get like 5 in one go and then none for ages. So yeah, Instagram before Facebook. And then also I have a self-love ebook, which is down below too, and I have my intuitive store below too. So it's Aura's Intuition. It's basically where you can get all the spiritual goodies, and yeah, that is it. I'm super excited about this video. If you want to hear more details about what everything looked like, you know, things like that in the scenes, then I can definitely share a part 2. I just kind of wanted to go over the gist of this story because it was quite in depth and there's just so much more to it, but I just wanted everyone to understand the timeline of it first. So I love you all. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in my next video.